This is a tough. This is a tough question. This is a tough topic. Um, but if my daughter is doing things, she feels like she has to persuade men sexually in order to get them to be attracted to her. First and foremost, I have to start out with myself. I have to do a self reflection on myself. I'm gonna have to ask myself, how am I sexually? Um, am I aggressively sexually? Am I casually sexually? Do I like having sex with multiple women? Have I had sex with multiple women? What's my sexual background? How do I see sex? How do I act out on sex, right? Then I'm gonna have to compare myself. Then I'm gonna have to think about the mother of my child, right? How is she sexually? How open is she? How open am I? How open were we together, right? And then I'm gonna have to be in reality and put that in a nutshell and put that into my daughter, because my daughter is, me and my daughter's mom, right? So that's a reality of it. Like, oh my god, like for me personally, like that would be a lot. Like, I'm just thinking like my daughter about to be wild, right? If I didn't take the time to groom my daughter, if I'm not preparing my daughter, that's something that that's something I gotta be, have to, just be in reality about it. Unfortunately, but also like, how have I prepared my daughter? Um, am I being consistent with conversations? Did I show up with love? Have I actually dated my daughter? Like, have I taken my daughter out on dates? Have I shown her what it is to properly communicate with a male? Or just simply properly try to communicate with friends? It starts with me first. I can't just go off and, point the finger at my daughter. I have to do the self reflection onto me. My daughter is a reflection, my child is a reflection of me and what I have taught her. Am I communicating with her daily, weekly? However, how am I communicating with her? What am I teaching my daughter? So I believe that if I haven't taught my daughter anything, she's going to have to teach herself. All right. So then we got to go back to trauma, right? What type of trauma has been put onto my daughter? What type of trauma has been put onto me sexually? So if you know your trauma sexually, all right, what's been put on you, have you put that onto your daughter? Have you put that onto your child? What is your child dealing with? This week comes in where we talk about conversations, being open with your kids. What has she dealt with? What is she dealing with? How has she been rejected? Has she been rejected? If someone feels like they have to sell sex, I believe that 9 times out of 10 is trauma related. Something is going on with that child. Something happened with that child. Something happened with you. A child seen something. You seen something. Somebody's happened. So these are questions that I will be asking myself, and these are answers that you need to find. Do the work. It's a scary reality. But even if you're a daughter or my daughter is trying to attract people sexually, you got to be in reality of that. To what degree is she trying to do this? Is she overdoing it? And how can we help our daughter? Peace, love, positive vibes.